Hi and welcome to Federal Bank Let's Talk. Your son's wedding was beautifully planned and elegantly executed. Tell us about that.
Regarding the wedding, it's totally personal and it's a family affair, and which I had been planning for 3 months and took a lot of effort to see that it's done well. We gave a screen which was projected from at 270 degree into 3D, and we had 9 projectors doing it. And also, since I have a lot of people coming in and having food from north, I had to give them the right kind of food. I had 2 functions early, 100 year of Shrimati function and the book inauguration function. And when we had a few people from north, and there were instances when they left also without eating food. Oh. Because the north culture is totally different from what south is. Everything was taken care of, and the right kind of entertainment. My wedding card was chosen by me personally. With all God's blessing, with everybody's support, we could do a good job. And we wanted nothing to be exaggerated and nothing to be going very small either. And it was not to be shown big, and we had enough guests. And I had known people from all cultures of society, and everybody I called came in. They loved me in their hearts, and so they had to come. So you cannot curtail your invitation to some extent. So that's why, and by God's wishes, it went well, and above all, I was in the doorstep receiving every single guest, which made me very happy mentally. And I take this opportunity to thank everybody who would have made the occasion a rememberable one.
Okay. Do you have a role model or somebody that inspires you?
Yes. My father first, grandfather, father. My grandfather was a great orator. He was a great socialist. He worked very well for Alleppey to be improved, and he was there in every single thing for Alleppey. Socially, he wanted Alleppey to be coming up very well, and he was from Alleppey. He wanted Central Kerala to be improving, the transportations to be improving there, and the railways to be coming over there to Alleppey at that time. And he was working for every single cause. And then my father, he inspired me all through, because when he gave me in one tablet his 72 year of experience, and which is my stepping stone, and I started from there. So I'm 70 years old as far as experience is concerned, and for which I'm really, really thankful. And to this day, God, great God has helped me, so that He's there to help me, in all my small and large things. And then thirdly, for everybody from staff to all the people who work with me, yes, they are there with me. Indira Gandhi really did influence me. I would have never wanted to spell this early, because I never wanted to sound stupid earlier. Maybe I grew my confidence a little bit so that I can spell it out now. And I would have been really watching her, and I wanted, okay, Indira Gandhi, okay, it's nice to be like her. How strong she is, how well she can manage people, how good she can conduct herself, how well mannered she is, and how well spoken she is, and managing situations, managing politics, and managing a whole country, and even the NRA contacts, even the contacts which we had with all the countries in the world, Russia, States, China. She was more than brilliant, excellent, and whatever adjectives you can add.
Okay. What is the kind of support that you've received from your father, grandfather, people at home?
Grandfather would have really wanted me to become a collector. We used to go to his place every weekend. He made me sit on his bed in the mornings, and then he would have told me more than 15 to 20 times, I'm counting it less. For more than 4 or 5 years, he would have told me, you should become a collector. He wanted me to become the best of of his mind. He wanted me to become a collector because I thought, I still think I'm not brainy enough to become one, because to be in the IAS cadre, you should be much more superior to what I am. I'm a common man, I'm a common person. And to be in IAS, maybe my daughter can, but you should be good at everything. You should be knowing everything. I don't think I'm that good. Maybe I can, but still I don't think me in those levels. And my father, he never would have told me to do this, not to do that. No, I would have asked him once that I'm a single daughter, and in our culture it's like that. You will be getting married after a particular age and nothing else. That was late 70s and 80s, and when you don't have anything else. You have only degree and post graduation happening. No MBAs, no engineering going on, no nothing, no cell phones, no nothing, no televisions. And at that period, it'll be, you have only the regular BA, BCom and MCom degrees happening, medicines, doctors coming up, and that was all what is mostly happening at that period of time. And I would have asked him, what would you do with the store when you marry me off? And he would have said he has no answer to it. Like, okay, let chalta hai, let have, whatever happens, and that's it. And I was wedded into the family only, finally. So I was there, and once my father didn't want me to go for an MBA class outside Kottayam, to go for a BL class outside Kottayam, neither go for medicine in Kottayam. So when I asked him for if I can come into business, he said yes. And at that time, and now it may sound very irrelevant for you, when no girl child was working at that time, from a Reddyar family where nobody works at that time, my father was great enough to allow me to work with all the support of my husband also. We were engaged at that time, and he also noted yes. And he was saying all the cancerians are supposed to be working, and you may please go ahead and do your work. And he gave me the right kind of space so that I can live, without interfering somebody's life. So my family was very supportive in that case, allowing me to work so that I'm here. So my mother was never yes or no. She wanted me to take a degree before I got married. So I have at least a degree in my hand now. Without your family, you cannot be anything ever.
Okay. What would you now today say to parents who are watching this show?
Now every kid is outside family, nobody is inside, right? None of us have control over anybody. Now every child is bright enough, brainy enough, well informed, well bred also. So each individual, they know what they want and what is best for them. Let her vision be clear, and let her be thinking what she wants, and let each child move forward towards getting that aim. Parents can only these days guide them to reach wherever they want to.
What are your plans for the future? Do you have some set goals? No, you don't work that way?
No, I don't work that way. Okay. Because happens, like, I take one step at a time and move slowly on. Whatever is in destiny for me will happen.
Okay, maybe you don't plan, but do you dream?
Yes. This was one of my dreams, like bringing up Shrimati, keeping Shrimati good, bringing it up as the best among others, and letting it be there, working hard for it, and working hard for every single human being who works for Shrimati.
You are a very successful woman entrepreneur. What would you like to say to other aspiring entrepreneurs, women or men?
Two things. One, let your business be, or let your profession be your hobby. Okay. Let you be enjoying your work, whatever it may be. maybe doing journalism, maybe shooting something for the television, or maybe bringing up her child, or doing some gardening. Apart from her studies, maybe due to pressure, or maybe due to not thinking the right way whenever you were young, you would have become an engineer or a doctor or something else. Let your studies be there, but let you be professionally following or business wise following whatever you think is right and whatever suits you and whatever is close to your heart. I enjoy my profession as a hobby. I enjoy working 24/7. So it's 24/7 holiday for me. I don't need any extra special holidays. I can work 24/7. That's a hobby for me. If you're a doctor, you should enjoy the work as a doctor. When I had the option of becoming a doctor, I didn't take the doctorate job also because I sat for 1 minute and thought how much I'm going to enjoy the profession. And when I wanted to become a doctor, I was thinking, okay, a patient will come and knock at your door, saying that I'm having stomach pain, ma'am, and then you try to rectify it. Yes, she becomes good and she walks away. So you are seeing only the bad side of life. You are being with the other person when she's suffering. Of course, there's other side to it. I really enjoy to be with somebody when she is happy, with your good moments, and this profession suits it. Rightly or wrongly, it so happened also, and I enjoy my profession. I would like to make every single girl look her best during her wedding. So I enjoy working towards it. I enjoy colors, and whatever things go bad in my life, and whatever emotions or whatever backlogs I have, everything can be washed away with colors as far as I am concerned. Everybody has their own vision, their own imaginations, and whatsoever touches your emotions, your happiness, you please follow that. Malayalis, we are seen all over the world, and we are the best brains anywhere. We are there in, think about anything, anywhere, the whole world. We are there from North Pole to South Pole, every nook and corners, doing the best of jobs, doing the best of professions. So we are good brains. And we are to a limit, we are hardworking also. And I have seen many youngsters, traveling down in flights with me, and they are doing their MBAs in some corners of America. I'm proud to see them, a Malayali. He's interested in every small little thing which is happening in Kerala. He knows everything. He wants an explanation about it. So we are good. Malayali brains, Malayalis, we are really, really good. Start loving your country. Start loving your state. Because when I was young, that was a period when fast food was growing big at that time. I was talking to my husband and father for more than many times. Can we go to Singapore? Can we do a fast food at least? And can we be in Singapore doing this? No straight answers came, and they were evading it for many a times, and they were nodding to it, and things were moving on. And finally one day my husband stealthily answered me when he said, Beena, when your roots are in India, you will be only happy in India. Why do you ever want to think about any other country? That didn't go into my head the right way then, but I now understand. If you can live well in your country, please do so. This is your country. You are respected. This is your culture. You are one among that. And this is the country which has given birth to you and which will give you enough fertilizer to grow and to flourish. And you can also complement your country. Be there, be here, be in India, and show people what you can do. There's no other country in the world which is better than us. There are a few maybe which people can talk about, but culturally we are good, heritage wise we are good, weather wise we are good. We are blessed with sun god. When my sister-in-law in London at one point would have told me, Beena, she was telling me before 25 or 30 years, Beena, are blessed in India and we in England are depressed half the time. I said, why? What are you talking about? We are having no sun most of the time. clouds causing depression to us. I didn't understand then, I now understand what sun means and what good weather means, and we are in comparatively safe a place, and if we can contribute to our country, that will be the best. I have seen a few of Indian children, from Kerala, from our culture, in states, now studying and wanting to join American military service. Okay, they are being brainwashed to that level that serving their country means go to military and serve America. They are Indians born and brought up in states wanting to become American soldiers to serve America, right? And we don't have that drive here in our country. We should learn to drive our country, and all the youngsters, this is trying to be here and trying to make your earnings and trying to give job to others so that you flourish and you allow 10 others to flourish, and being here in India. And the third point, we have a lot of youngsters again in our country. So let us make our country better, at least one step forward. Let 10 of us come together, all these brains, all the youngsters are so good, so well informed, so good they are, and they can make their own earnings. They will earn enough money to make their livelihood. Okay, let 10 of us be together, 10 of the youngsters be together and do something good for our state. 1 hour a day or 2 hour a day. We take out so much of our time for so many things. Okay, let 10 youngsters be together. Let us take out 1 or 2 hours of our days to the state, expecting nothing. We don't want to change the state. We don't want to create any cultural revolutions. We just want to better our states step by step, whatever we can, contributing towards the betterment of our state. Single point, without expecting anything. Let us work together and improvise ourselves with no expectations. Let us be good and let us be sincere and let us be open. Sincerity, eagerness to work will definitely take us to heights.
That's a wonderful vision.
Thank you.
We're talking about a generation today where people very often put their careers before their family lives or personal lives. In your case, I think it's been the other way around. You were a family woman first and foremost, and then you came out and built your career. What would you like to say to the people of today?
Youngsters are worse here now. They want to settle down first, earn money, and then try to touch their families. It's changing times, change of attitudes, and earlier females used to listen to their husbands, and they don't have an income of their own, so they naturally had to listen to their families, and they listened to their husbands, and they thought, okay, serving the husband and serving the family was their priorities. Now the priorities have changed, and that's all correct. Okay, your priorities are changed, you want to work, all right, all well accepted, good. But now the youngsters want everything to be put in a platter and brought right to them, and they don't want to take any chances. They have information about everything, so they know what, some pregnant woman, youngster was talking to me yesterday, like she was saying, okay, she knows whatever is happening to her child every moment, so if that is not happening, she will run to her doctor. Earlier, we used to have some information of how childbirth is and how child is. We used to read, yes, well and good, but we are not overly concerned, But now everybody is overly concerned about anything, and we in Kerala are moving fast, and we already are in American culture. And American Indians, Keralites are more Keralites than what we are. So, this is really one extreme, and real extreme we are going to, and it will be better if you can strike a balancing line in between. Earning money is required, and you have to stand on your foot is also required, but you have to learn to slightly adjust to the families so that good relationships go on, healthy relationships go on, the families can thrive well. You know, family culture is required for a state to flourish well. You know, you cannot be single persons here and there so that the state grows well. No, there should be families. So strike a note and strike a balance somewhere, earn your living, make your money, and later see that you adjust to a family when you have your own space, and you adjust to family also. You have to learn to strike a balance than taking it to extremes.
How do you balance work and life?
You know, when my kids were young, I gave them enough time. You know, I used to come back from work at 5:30 when my children were young. That was all what was required at that period also. So I brought, you know, I would always read stories to my son. I used to teach him everything as a mother, and brought up my daughter also almost like that, and gave them all the time. I used to take them out for swimming. I used to take them out to the parks. You know, I spent evenings with them. I was playing with them, reading stories to them, and I was feeding them their lunch and dinner and things like that. So I was with them when I was young, and later when they were almost 8 or 9 years, then I slowly shifted my attention towards business. So that gave me enough time when they were young so that I could be with them when they required me. And all of them did really adjust to me also. And they would have gone to their eye specialist or to their dental doctor, without even asking my help. So they were on their own also. So they also helped me to a large extent, and when they could, they were looking after themselves beautifully well.
We have a small rapid fire round.
Mm-hmm.
One word that best describes you.
You should say.
What do you think?
Cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What would set your pulse racing?
Nothing.
Food that would break your strictest diet.
Sweets.
What gives you most happiness at work?
Customer satisfaction.
Your birthday?
16th of July.
What turns you off?
Lies.
My world. What do those words bring to your mind?
Calmness.
Your favorite holiday destination?
Europe.
Most blessed moment?
When I'm recognized in business.
Okay. Any regrets?
Nothing at all.
Your favorite attire?
Saris.
The color that you dislike?
All the colors I like. Okay. Maybe short colors. 2 colors short will make it dull. I don't like dull colors.
Okay. The best food that you have cooked?
Aval dosa with coriander chutney in it, filled with sprouted beans, wrapped it in a roll.
Oh, wow. We have a small token of appreciation for you.
Thank you.
I hope you like it.
No, it's the mere act of thinking that, oh boy, I should be given something. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Lovely, huh? Thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And all the very best to Rose Bowl viewers. Let you be enjoying your life. Hip hip hooray. Go ahead.